welcome back to another episode of Soulful Feast, bite-sized information to nourish your body, mind, and spirit. I'm your host, Stephanie Zubiri, and I'm here with someone who, oh my gosh, every time I see her, she's so put together. Every photo is flawless. We're here with mother, lifestyle, fashion, and beauty content creator, color analyst, and image consultant, Vanna Garcia. Hello.
Hi, I'm so happy to be here, Steph. Finally.
I know, I'm super excited. And you know what?
What an intro, huh?
No, I know. It's so true. It's like grabbing my pictures of flawless skin, flawless styling, flawless looks.
You.
I'm like, wow.
Thanks so much, Steph.
No, so, okay, let's go back first and like talk about like who you are and what you do and how did you get into this business?
Okay, so that's a long story. Oh my gosh. Okay, but to like the gist of it is summarize everything. I started out in show business when I was 11.
Okay.
And I was in showbiz for probably a good 20 years also. Or,
oh my gosh, really?
Yeah. So I had my second child, and that's when I decided to quit show business. And by the way, also, after that, I took up interior design.
Oh my gosh.
So we can add that in. So I also graduated interior design. Mm-hmm. So I'm really more of in the creative side.
Okay.
Of things. So after that, I just started doing postings or blogging about like style and fashion. And then it all started like fell into the whole Instagram thing. That's how I became a content creator also. So it's like a natural thing. And then at the same time, I wanted, since I love like fashion and beauty, so I was like looking for something that could be an additional thing for that line. So I wanted to study more about colors.
Yes.
So that's how I took up the course of color analysis. Mm-hmm. And also image consultancy. So I guess it's something that adds on to my passion also.
So, okay, how important is personal style? Because like, okay, there's a difference between being fashionable or looking good and having style, right?
Yes. It's just really an expression of who you are. So basically, finding your personal style really shows the world who you are. So it took a long time before I actually found that as well. So basically, before I was like thinking of like, what do I want to wear? Am I like more the trendy person or more the classic person? But you know, through the years, you find out what really works for you.
Yes. Yeah.
So I could say that that's how I found my personal style. And I guess it's very important also because that's what you show. Yeah.
You know what? It's so funny because Scott always makes fun of me that you're like all the gear and like like because I love like the outfit. I don't even play tennis, but I would wear a tennis outfit. You know, like and for a really long time, parang I felt that I had to look and dress a certain way for every event until one day I also woke up and was like, it's not a costume. Who am I? Like it took a while to figure out what my personal style and look was. And to be also confident enough to always like, you know, wear it. You know, like I don't need to always follow the trend or I want to try a trend, you know, like, and be confident about it, right? So it takes a while and a bit of maturity and exploration. I really admire people with strong personal style, actually.
Yeah, it really takes a while for you to find out what it is. But honestly, what you feel comfortable in and what you feel confident in, I think that's what you're gearing up to be in terms of style.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, okay, let's talk about color.
Yeah.
Because this is what I like for me in terms of the topics today that I find really interesting that not a lot of people talk about, right? I have some super no colors. Like I just cannot wear those colors.
Yeah.
It's like dusty rose and lilac. Like you cannot put me in anything lilac. Like that pale purple, like light purple, lilac color. I look so gray and ashy.
Yeah, that's so true.
And I think it's like, it's funny because it's so important when the color matches your skin tone.
Yes, for sure. I mean, that's where color analysis comes in. You know, in a way, like there are a lot of color seasons, right? So there's like the winter, the summer, and then all the spring colors. So basically, with a color analysis, you're not always stuck with one color. Because some people think, oh, I'm supposed to be a winter, but how come I look good in, say, summer colors? You know what I mean?
Yes.
That's because with the color analysis, we analyze your hair, your eyes, and your skin tone as well. That explains it. Na parang you can really mix other seasons in
Yeah.
your palette. And that's so true that you were telling me that the lilac or the gray will make you look ashy just because your skin tone is so warm.
Yeah, I cannot.
It's so warm. So I feel like you're more in like the autumn side of the
Yes.
season, right? So
Yes.
mustard,
Super.
teal, that would look
Yes.
good on you.
Yeah.
And then
Greens,
also,
like forest green.
yes,
Yeah.
and the black looks good on you also. That's because your eyes are like cool. You know what I mean?
Yes,
That's why you
yes.
can wear these colors as well. So
Yeah.
you're not always stuck with one season. That's what I want to tell everybody. It's not that you're not allowed to wear it.
Yeah, actually,
It's
summer
like-
colors look good on me too, like the sunset colors. Like
Yes,
pink,
the darker shades.
Yeah, so pink,
The bright-
not, basta not cotton candy. Yun, yung mga
Not-
cotton candy, hindi bagay
yeah.
sa akin. But like the sort of like warmer.
The warmer ones, yeah. Or even bright colors. You can
Yes.
actually wear that as
yeah,
well.
hot pink is okay.
Yes.
Purple or
Or even neon, I think you're still gonna look good in it. Like
I've not tried.
yeah, but we should try.
Neon.
Like sometimes you can experiment with colors and see. Because when you wear the right color, it's not that you can't wear it. It's more of like what will make your features glow more.
Yeah.
Or what will make you look like emphasize your beauty or whatever, something like that.
And you know what is really interesting, because I think a lot of people's perception about fashion or style is it has to be expensive.
Oh.
Right? But it's not.
no, of
Yeah,
course not.
It's not. Especially if you know these things, right?
Yes, it's really just how you carry it. You know what I mean? Like if you know what looks good and what's the proper piece of clothing for, say, your body
Yeah.
your body type and shape, then you know it doesn't have to be expensive.
Okay.
Because it's the way you style it,
Yeah.
right?
So
Yeah.
my mom, I don't know if you guys out there know this. My mom was a fashion designer.
Oh.
Yeah, so she had a label called Victoria too, and
Uh-huh.
she even had fashion shows like in Paris and London,
amazing.
in Berlin, like huge. And she did a lot of couture gowns for
Yeah.
like weddings and
Yeah.
entourages, and it was in the sort of like dynasty era. So a lot of beadwork, a lot of shoulder pads.
Oh,
I had
wow.
like mini dynasty clothes when I was growing up. So as a child, I lived in a very fashionable world, and I lived around fabric. So parang, when you enter like this, like a sewing room or like yung atelier talaga,
Yeah.
the smell of the tela and then the sewing machine and the sound is my childhood. Because I would
Wow.
always visit my mom.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I learned from her is all about cut.
Oh yeah.
Right? So the right cut for your body shape and type is so flattering and can really make or break a
Yeah,
look.
your look.
Right?
Yes.
So, but I want to ask, we are now in the era of like body positivity,
Mm-hmm.
right? And being able to, whatever. So I always wrestle with
Express,
this,
yeah.
like express yourself, wear
Yeah.
whatever you want, what,
Yeah.
like for all shapes and sizes. So like, what is your advice to that? Like when people are choosing things to wear,
You know what? Like I said, you don't have to completely avoid everything. You can wear something that you want. For example, you want to wear something form-fitting. It's okay. It's just a matter of having the proper scale of things. Like for example, you just find the proper fit for your body type. But of course, it's not that you can avoid it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like you can wear something as long as it's not tacky. You know what I
it's
mean?
also proportion.
Proportion to your body.
Yeah,
That's what
so
I'm
like
saying.
for example, length, because I have
Yeah.
like short legs, so like length is really important.
Yes,
And
yes.
yeah.
And then like there are some parts of your body where you have to emphasize. For example, you're talking about like, let's say you have, okay, with us, we normally see the body types that say you are a inverted triangle, for example. So it means that you just have really broad shoulders. So you need to just balance everything out. So basically what's lacking is the lower part of your body, for example, right? So you just have to balance this with this. So you're probably going to be wearing a fitted shirt with, say, a balloon skirt. You know what I mean? to have that proper hourglass balance. So you just have to find the proper pieces to balance the body out. So whatever is lacking,
Yeah.
you just have to balance it out.
So what is your so when you're going shopping, let's say, sometimes it's so overwhelming, right? Or like online and you want to try trends, like what are some of your tips to like try something new but also, you know, be safe?
Okay, so for me, first rule is you have to first build your classic wardrobe, your capsule basically.
Okay.
So you have to have all your classic pieces there, like
What
your
are those?
denim, your tank tops, your blazers, your black dresses. I can never say enough of black dresses because
Yeah, the right
you're
thing
wearing
today.
yeah because you can wear it down and wear it up at the same time. So this is the number one thing that I would always have in my closet. So your blazers and your trousers or your white t-shirts also.
Okay.
Have those. And then after that, when you go shop, at least you know already what you have, what you can mix and match. Because those are the things that you can actually experiment with and mix with other things, right? So you go out shopping and then you just find, for example, okay, now that I have my basic capsule wardrobe, now I just need to find those pieces that'll like give my wardrobe a little bit of you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you find your nice poppy colors. Like for example, I wanna wear my black dress, but I'm going to like a festive party. So then you find all your pieces that you can use for those occasions. You
Yeah,
know
like
what I
a
mean?
fun shoe.
Like a fun shoe, yeah.
bag.
Or bag, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So you need to build on that first.
Okay, so that's starting from scratch. What happens when you have like a closet full of junk? That's my
Oh my
problem. I always
gosh.
feel like I have so much stuff, I don't know what to do with it. Like, but then it's like I have a lot, but then nothing. Alam mo yun? Like, because
Yeah.
okay, so I try to purge, but then I always think like, oh, sayang, I might come back to it.
I know what you mean. So that's where wardrobe analysis comes in.
Okay.
So basically, you have to screen out your wardrobe for things that you haven't worn, say, in like a year. It
Okay.
means you're never gonna wear it again. You know what I mean?
Really?
I feel that because more especially if it's like a trendy piece. You know
Okay,
what
so
I mean?
sometimes I have stuff that's like I will wear when I go back to Bali. And then nagagamit naman, but many years later, whenever that trip is gonna be. Or I don't know, you know, like it's funny because like I have stuff that's like, oh, this would be great for
It's been there,
Yeah.
but you just can't let go.
I just can't let go.
That's the thing. You can't let go. But it's okay. There are pieces. Okay, so normally if I do like a wardrobe cleanup, I put it in like 3 racks. So it's gonna be like the no-nos, the
Yeah.
yes, and the maybes.
Yes.
And then the maybes maybe go to where you stock it up and label it or something like that because you think that there are maybe times I can wear this. But then the others, the no talaga, then that's when you know that you gotta let them go so that you can make space and see all the pieces that you can mix and match.
so,
So you
okay.
just have to make peace with the no-nos.
So hard.
I know.
I want to get rid of
know.
stuff that I really won't fit in anymore. But it's like it's funny because there are some things. Okay,
Yeah.
for example, I only wear when I'm like in Canada.
Okay.
Because it's like casual summer vibes and it's all these like sundresses and like my sneakers
Yeah.
and whatever. Like that's my vibe there.
Yeah.
Or I have stuff that I wear like when I go whatever. Like
Yeah.
this is for this occasion or this vibe or pag nasa farm. Wala naman akong farm pero farm girl.
Yeah.
Like I like the, you know, to match
The aesthetic,
the
yeah.
surroundings.
Yeah.
So, you know, but that kind of doesn't necessarily create harmony in your closet. Like what it would be your advice for that?
See, that's where it comes in. Like most especially, I guess the space is one issue that we have, right?
Yes, of course.
Like a lot of us have that issue. So even me, sometimes it's hard for me to actually know which pieces I wanna like make them stay in my wardrobe or not. But for me that's the rule. If it's like if I haven't worn something and I feel like it doesn't spark any joy anymore, then I'm gonna set it aside to the maybes or the no's.
Okay.
That's really just for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, there are things like, for example, winter clothes. I don't know, or like when you go to Bali, the resort wear.
Yeah.
That goes to like
A vacation closet.
there
Or
you
box.
go. Or like a
maleta.
box. where you're not gonna wear it all the time, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? So you just have to segregate them properly.
And rotate.
And rotate, yes.
That's true. I do have like a resort wear.
Right. I mean, because I always see you in resort wear. I love
Yeah, I love resort wear.
I love it. Yeah.
Actually, I dress better when I travel than my everyday. Because parang I get the mud. Parang, I don't know.
You have a lot of prints.
Yes, I do.
Style.
I'm a print person.
Yeah,
I brought the minimalist today for Vanna.
Thanks. Oh yeah, because I'm really more on like the
You
classic
are.
minimalist
Yeah.
side. Yeah.
So, okay, so let's go back to sort of the color aspect,
Yes.
right? So when you say color analysis, and you mentioned that, we analyze your hair, your eyes, your skin tone, what are the sort of most common colors and
here in the Philippines, most of us I think are very neutral.
Okay.
So when you say you're neutral, you can either wear summer, neutral and light. So you can either wear summer
Yeah.
or spring.
Okay.
So those are the colors you can wear. But then I think with your skin tone, you're really more in the medium.
Yeah, I'm more in the sort of like Mediterranean skin
Yes.
tone. Yeah.
So you can wear like autumn and as well as spring. That's why the colors you say, they
Yes.
really look good on you as well.
Yeah.
So most of the Filipinas, those are the colors that I see that are combined.
So what are those colors? What is like the spring colors and
the spring colors? It's more of like, okay, let's start with the summer. Because the summer, I'm more of a summer.
Okay.
So basically, it's all the washed colors. Like they're very pastel-like.
Okay.
So they're like baby pink, sky blues, and like icy yellows. You know, those very
Yes.
washed and pastel colors. And then when you go to the spring colors, they're more of like a little bit more vibrant
Yes.
and warmer. So more on like yellow tinged colors.
How funny that the spring is more vibrant than the summer.
Yeah,
It
is.
makes sense, no? Yeah.
But it is like
Yeah.
with the seasons, that's how it's represented. So after those colors will be like a brighter type of pink, but more in the yellowish tone, something
Okay.
like that. So basically, it's warmer.
Yeah.
And then the summer colors are cooler and lighter. So you're more of the autumn, so it's more of a warmer, the warmer colors.
Yeah.
So you're more of a teal, say like that.
Yes.
Olives.
Yes,
Those are
olive for
earthy
sure.
tones,
Yeah,
like
super.
rust, orange, those things. And winter, of course, it's more of like jewel tones. So let's talk about rubies, eggplant colors, like the darker types of browns and burgundy, wine, black.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
like a winter
Nice.
palette. Yeah.
So does this carry on as well to accessories or makeup?
Oh yeah, with the makeup, with accessories, you can only have like to choose from rose gold and silver and gold. So basically, if you're neutral, you can wear both.
Okay.
So I can wear silver. I have silver and I have gold. So
You know, like,
two-tone watches.
Rose gold looks awful on me. I cannot wear rose gold.
For some people, yeah.
It looks bad. Like it looks like patay.
Gold is best on you.
Yeah,
is
yellow
what I
gold,
See. Yeah,
yeah.
yellow gold and gold. But rose gold normally I would say it looks good on like lighter skin colors for me. But they're saying it can go both ways. But it really depends. I say sometimes your hair color plays a role also.
True. Yeah.
So there's no rule basically. It's more of like just knowing what you feel comfortable in wearing.
So you were talking earlier about color psychology.
Yes.
So let's bring that into the fold, because we talk a lot on the podcast about how we shift our energy, and obviously fashion, style. A big part of it is, like you said, how we present to the world, but it
Yes.
also is our armor, right? It's how we make ourselves feel good and
Yes.
get ready for the day. And can color impact that?
Basically, if we are going to talk about color psychology with color analysis, when you wear, for example, summer colors, so they're more of like the pastel colors, so they're very light. So it actually shows a more demure and sweet side of you.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So if you start wearing, say, brighter colors, it shows a more vibrant and outgoing personality. So yes, color does play a role in how you want to represent or show yourself to the world. So if you want to be more serious and profound, let's go do like winter palette.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's the
true.
darker, like if you're a lawyer, a navy blue suit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
So I'll tell you guys something funny. I lived in France for 7 years.
Yeah.
And when I first moved there, of course I'm like this girl from the tropics, like lots of colors in Paris, like super like flamboyant colors, you know, like that was
I can
2000,
imagine.
2003 pa, okay? So you can
Yeah.
imagine like the faux Pucci prints that were like still like bagay at the time, like, you know, quite psych. And when I get to Paris, everyone is in black, gray,
Yeah.
or beige.
Yes.
I stuck out like a sore thumb. Like, oh my gosh, na parang like, why so colorful, girl? Like, parang they're so averse to color there. Because it's such a moody
At the most,
city, right?
yeah, at
like,
the most, their color's like red.
yes, a red lipstick,
Yeah,
a red
it's like
nail
a pop,
polish,
a
a pop
pop.
of color. Yeah. But it's like, it's such a moody, sort of intellectual, serious vibe
Yeah.
that like little by little you could tell how long I lived in Paris by like the color change in my wardrobe. Dami
You
ng
did. You had to
gray,
adapt.
dami ng beige,
Yeah.
dami ng black.
Oh
It's
my
like
gosh.
you would never wear a hot pink dress in Paris. Like you just
You'll just pop.
yeah, like people will be like,
Literally
"Who's
pop.
that tourist?" Right? It's so
funny.
it's funny because like each city has also its own sort of
Yeah.
like colored landscape.
Yes.
But I guess what I want to say is like for me, if it's also how you present yourself to the world,
Yes.
it's also how you can change the way you feel that day.
Oh, yeah.
So
For sure.
very often if I feel like kind of shitty or like PMSy or whatever, I
Mm-hmm.
want to you know, enliven myself. I'll wear a bright color or put
Yeah.
on red lipstick or
Yes.
something like that.
It does.
you
It
know?
does. It does make you feel a certain way. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So if you want to be more fun, vibrant, let's go do the florals with bright colors. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think it's a great tool for you guys out there to help like really sort of shift that energy. And let me just go into the sort of like more esoteric, like
Yes.
woo-woo aspect of it. So each of your chakras has a color.
Mm-hmm.
And when one of your chakras are off balance, it's recommended to wear that color. So very often I see a lot of women who have, for example, like okay, so people who are feeling untethered or ungrounded because they're very like fast paced or like living in their mind, like quite cerebral,
angsty.
go, a little
Yeah.
bit of anxiety.
Yeah.
I ask them to wear red
Okay.
or earthy colors, like not necessarily a bright red, but more of like a darker ochre,
Yes.
earthy red, because that's the root chakra.
To
So they
ground.
need more grounding.
There you
yes.
go. Yeah, it
and
makes
then
sense.
anybody who like needs to awaken that sort of sacral fire,
Yeah.
it's orange. So wear a lot of
Fire for
orange,
the-
coral, that-
Burning.
yes,
something like
and
that,
then sort of like bring out that feminine
Yes.
side. Anybody who needs to sort of rebalance their like solar plexus, that's yellows, right? And if you're
okay.
working with grief or sort of heartache or heartbreak or self-love issues, it's greens or pinks. So that's the color of Anahata, the heart chakra. So depending
good
on
to
the
know.
different things, so like
that you need.
yes, the throat is like an aqua,
Okay.
like a turquoise aqua. Then here you have like a blue, like a lapis lazuli blue. So if you need to like kind of come into your mind, your third eye, like kind of connect
Yeah.
your mind and spirit, that's like a navy blue. Like think of the Egyptians, like the lapis lazuli, right? Quite magical. And then here naman is indigo, so
Yeah.
purple. So if you notice, like purple or saffron are like the sacred colors.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So like robes, right? Purple is like the connection to the divine.
So
So,
basically attract the
yes,
chakra.
and to
yeah.
help like balance those
balance out what you're
energies.
lacking.
Yeah. So color is really powerful. It's
yeah.
not a superficial thing.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yes.
So
I agree.
one guy, even I guess also in interior design,
Yeah.
right, can affect the mood
The
of
mood
a
of
room.
the room. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
What is the number one? Okay, let's say you have a very neutral wardrobe. What is
Yes.
the one color that you recommend people to like bring into their wardrobe?
For me, if you're not into color, because before also I used to be very just into the neutral colors. But but I did have pinks, but I would suggest red. Because it's really one color that that most of us wear already on a daily basis. You wear red lipstick, right? So if color is new to you, red would be a nice addition to your wardrobe as a first color.
Okay.
And then you start bringing in the others after.
Yeah, true. I feel, you know what I love? I love forest green as
So
like
nice.
almost like a neutral, you know, like olive and forest green can actually be quite a
It
neutral
is.
color, right?
Yeah, it is. I mean, there's a lot of like, for me, you can wear a lot of things with it already. It's just like having gray or like a navy blue. It's
Yeah,
also a neutral
it
for
is.
me. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So the darker shades can be neutrals, actually.
Okay, so before we like wrap stuff up, let's say we're in like unusual situations where we can't really express our natural style, right? Let's say you're like super maximalist and loud and that's your personality and then you're faced with like a corporate situation. How do you still stay true to yourself but adapt it to, you know, what is appropriate? Or in your opinion, what is really being appropriate?
Honestly, if I look at somebody, like if I want to figure out, say, what style you are and you're trying to find it, I actually ask you a couple of questions, right?
Yeah.
So those questions actually give me the answer as to what your style would be. So there would probably be three there.
Okay.
And you can combine all of that. You know what I
Yes.
mean? So if, for example, you want to be in a formal setting and you're a very romantic person, so romantic means you like to wear a lot of like ruffles, patterns, like floral. So what you can do is just to put a balance in it. So for example, you wear a nice professional suit and inside you just combine it with a floral, ruffly polo or like
Yeah.
a blouse.
Yes.
And so that combines the professional setting and also the romantic side of you. You know what I
Yes.
mean? So you can always put in those details.
So I like what you said, like bringing it back to like the cut and style. It's funny because so in my Reiki practice,
Yeah.
sometimes I advise women that I get a lot of women who wear the pants,
Yeah.
who have kind of killed their feminine side because they feel like they have to be masculine
Masculine.
and like that's how they will succeed and they've kind of it happens a lot like where they're in their Athenian era and they've given up on their Venusian qualities, right? So they're like Athena, like very like in control, daughter of Zeus, and then they kind of let go of the Venusian side of being a lady, right? And of not a lady. You don't have to be a lady, of being a woman. But like basically, when women want to reawaken that sort of divine feminine, I also advise them to wear softer clothing because it really affects also, that's why they call it the power suit, right? Like it really affects also the way you carry yourself. Yeah. I find that depending on what I'm wearing, I also act differently. Like the clothing has its own energetic quality.
That's the image you want to show people at the moment. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I guess you can, for me, you just combine it. So there's still a romantic side of it and there's still a professional side of it. You can even wear a pencil skirt. You know what I mean? There are ways.
Is there one thing that you would never wear?
Oh my gosh. I would. There's a lot of things. No, because I'm not a very trendy person. You know what I mean? But one thing I think I don't have in my wardrobe is animal print.
Really?
Yeah.
Leopard is such a neutral.
I know. I'm thinking of that too, but I haven't gone to that part yet where
The
I want to
wild
wear.
side.
Yeah.
Like wake up Vanna's wild
I
side.
know. Maybe you're gonna let me wear
Yes.
one. Yeah, but
I have lots
that's
of
what I
animal
don't
print.
have.
It's so funny. So when I was going through the phase, like right after my breakup with my ex, and I was like in this sort of like, I'm taking back my individuality, and I was wearing animal print all the time. Like everything was leopard. My bikinis, my dresses, my visor to go exercise. I had like this full like workout outfit that was like full leopard. Part it was like a rebellion against all these blue and white stripes I wore when I was like in my super mommy phase, like mommy preppy phase. I was like, oh my God, leopard. And then slowly, parang like, I was like, okay, that's a lot of leopard.
Yeah, you have a lot.
After a while, I'm like, okay, enough now with the cats. Like, there was a lot. I still have some of my leopard stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna try it on and
You
see.
should.
See if it fits me or it suits
You know what?
me.
Or as a bag. It's so cute, like a little leopard.
Maybe one thing I can
Bag.
start with is maybe a shoe or something.
shoe
or a
is so
bag.
cute. A
That's
bag
right. Or
or
a
a
belt.
shoe, yeah.
Just like to bring it in, introduce
Oh my
it to
God,
me,
love
and
it.
then
I
maybe
will lend you. So, but it's funny how it really represents certain stages
Yes.
of your life, right?
Right, yeah.
So the one thing I will never wear, I'm so sorry, Crocs. I cannot.
I have a pair, just one.
What? You own Crocs?
Just one. Yeah, it's like I think it's like the version of the Dalmatian something. It's so cute. It has like red jewels on it and like black puffy.
Really? Oh my
Just
God.
that. That's the only Crocs I own. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I've already crossed over to Birkenstocks. I love my Birkenstocks.
Birkenstocks are nice.
They're super nice. For a long time, I was like, I would never wear Birkenstocks. Now
And then
that's
now you
all
wear.
I wear. I have like 5 pairs.
No, it's really, you can dress it up or down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's such a good.
But they've rebranded themselves as well.
Yes.
Like they've done a good job in making it not like, you know.
Yeah, I
like-
know what you mean. Now you can be stylish in a
Yes,
Birkenstock, you know what I
exactly.
mean? There are like a lot of ways to style that.
Yeah, I know people have tried to upgrade Crocs. I just still can't. Parang hindi pa talaga. Sorry.
But it's very comfy though. I mean, I wear it on days where I just like it's just an errand day, and I would
I've
just drive.
never seen you in Crocs.
Oh yeah, maybe I should like show a post of styling the Crocs.
How do you style
How do you
Crocs?
make it
I am
look
waiting for that
stylish?
post. Oh my God, that's so funny. Okay, so just to wrap things up, before we end every episode, I ask, what is one thing someone can do today to make themselves feel good about themselves and their wardrobe and how they look?
So for me, self-care has always been a key to make myself feel good.
Mm-hmm.
So I just give time for myself to say work out or like things so working out makes me feel good because it just makes me feel like I'm doing things for myself. You know what I mean? So dressing up all the time is also a very important thing for me.
Yeah,
so,
but I never see you not put together.
yeah, no, it's one thing my mom taught me before, and this is so funny. She's like, look polished from top to bottom, even your underwear, because you never know
I love it.
what's gonna happen. And like, at least everywhere they can't say like you don't look good or you never planned anything.
Oh my God.
So yeah, for me, it's like I always like to look polished because it's really how I want to express myself and make myself look. You know what I mean? So it
Yeah.
makes me feel good. So I love dressing up. I love styling. And so I wanna impart the whole styling thing with other people also.
Yes.
I wanna help people find their own sense of style.
I love that. It's so funny. I think my mom went to your mom's school because her comment was, always look your best. You never know when you're going to meet a prince.
Yeah.
Okay? And I will tell you this story, a true story. So I have this thing that I don't like to get dressed up before breakfast. So when you're traveling, sometimes I'll just go down to the breakfast buffet in quite literally my pajamas. Like, whatever. I'll wear my pajamas, I'll throw on a sweater or a jacket and my sneakers or whatever. Like, I don't care. Who am I going to see there? I don't care, right? So
Yeah.
one time I was in Germany. Because for me, parang like, I have like a whole ritual in the morning. Like, I want to have my breakfast.
Yeah.
But I don't want to rush that I haven't eaten and get dressed. It's just not my thing. Like, wake up early to eat or have my cacao before I even get dressed. So one time in Germany, I was attending a wedding
Yeah.
of a friend, and true enough, I go down to have breakfast in my pajamas, and I didn't have my eye surgery yet, so I was in my eyeglasses because I have like really bad eyes. So like messy hair, pajamas, a sweater, and then like my eyeglasses. And then this older man who was part of like the wedding entourage was like,
Yeah.
oh, can I sit with you?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, sure, of course. What's your name? Says, I'm Prince blah, blah, blah of Schleswig and Holstein. I was like, like,
That's a literal.
what? I can hear my mom, like her voice in my head, like, you always look your best. You never know when you're going to meet the prince. So
literally met
I
the
literally met the prince of I can't even say it. Schleswig and Holstein.
Oh my gosh.
At breakfast in my pajamas. Okay, no makeup, messy hair, eyeglasses, in my pajamas. They weren't even like nice pajamas. And I kept thinking of my mom, like, oh my God, okay, I have to start like kind of looking nice for breakfast buffets now.
Because you never know who you're going to meet.
You never know who you're going to meet,
Yeah.
right? Like, anyway, it was so funny that it actually happened.
It actually happened. Oh my gosh, that's
So,
funny. Yeah.
you know, since then, even when I gave birth to my son, I was like, sandali lang, when are we going to push? Like, in 30 minutes, I put makeup. So I put on makeup first for I look nice after the picture.
But it made you feel good, right?
It did, absolutely.
Because fixing up yourself, like if I wanted to add, like, you know, how do you make yourself feel good? Just look good and feel good. You know what I mean? So just make an effort for yourself.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it will show. Like if you look good in the outside, you know, it'll just show. Yeah.
You know, it's funny because there were times where
feel good.
I struggled with this sort of like the vanity aspect, right? Like it's being vain. It's not all about that. But you know what? It really is. When you take care of yourself, it means you love yourself.
You love yourself. Yes.
And that is the core of everything, right? When you love yourself, then you can love other people.
Yes, you can be the best person for everybody. Yeah.
Absolutely. And I will share this story. So somebody I know, their daughter at that time went through very difficult psychiatric episode. So they were, you know, experiencing severe depression and schizophrenia and all that. Like just went through like dark night of the soul. And they said, you know, when I knew my daughter was getting better, when she asked me to bring her makeup kit. And she started to put makeup again and fix herself again, because you start to care for yourself. And actually, I'm not really my makeup, but I'm definitely like, I like my gua sha and my oils and like my creams and stuff.
Skincare.
I'm a skincare person, like, and that's my time. You know, and also part of the ritual of maybe it's not dressing up, but actually I'm more of a ritual of dressing down. Like at the end of the day, I take my time and like I smudge the room and I do my stuff. Sometimes Scott's like, you have so many rituals. Can we just like go to sleep? I'm like, wait lang. Like I have to change the energy in the room. It's like when we travel, right? Bawan ko all my smudge sticks and everything. Yeah. But it's like it's what it makes me feel good.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, if yours is the night, mine is the day. Like going out. Yeah. So basically I really take time to fix my hair, you know, put proper makeup also. Like at home, when I'm done in the morning and everything, when I come home I'm so tired. I just do like a 3-step skincare or 5 when I'm feeling good. And that's it. And then sleep.
Love it. Well, thank you so much, Vanna. One last thing you want to share with anyone before we end this?
If you want to find your style, you know what I mean? You are your own person. And whatever you feel confident in wearing, you know, you'll shine. It's just a matter of preference. You know what I mean? But if you guys need help on styling or finding the colors, I'm right here. I can help you guys find the proper seasons for you guys or what may look best on you. So, thank you for having me. It's such a fun
Oh my
talk.
gosh, super. And you know what? If there's any takeaway that I really love from Vanna is at the end of the day, doesn't matter what color you wear or what style you're wearing, if you feel confident, then you will look good and you will look confident. Right?
Exactly.
It really doesn't matter as long as you feel good for yourself.
Yes.
So that's my key takeaway from our conversation today.
Yes,
thank you so much.
Yes,
and guys, don't forget to reach out to Vanna if you have any questions. And of course, comment and share if you found this helpful. Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you for listening.
You guys can follow my style account, which is stylerefined.ph. So that's
Hey.
where I put all the style tips and everything. And thank you so much for having me.
Yes, my pleasure. Thank you
such a
guys
fun
for
talk.
listening, and I hope you enjoyed this conversation. Maybe today you can try something new, a little leopard print, a little
Like
red
me.
lipstick, or just look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, hey, you look great.
Yeah.
You are doing wonderful. And today's going to be a good day. So thank you so much. It's been Stephanie Zubiri for Soulful Feasts, bite-sized information to nourish your body, mind, and spirit.